Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy England, and I am joined across the airwaves with my co-host, Miss Daphne Check. How are you today, Daphne?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. So some of you might be coming from an old podcast that you and I had together, but this is not that podcast any longer, is it?
It is not.
No.
We have evolved. We're like butterflies coming out of the cocoon. I don't know if that's even
Pokemon.
accurate.
My daughter's really into Pokemon, so that's where my evolution has come into place.
Yeah, let's go to Pokemon. We've went from we're now Pikachu. What's the
Raichu, I think, is next.
Yes. So Pokemon people, hit us up because we might be wrong.
Yeah, probably wrong. I'll ask my daughter when she gets home. She'll tell me if I'm wrong.
Please, she is the authority.
Yeah.
So
okay, so we've already devolved, but that's
Shocker.
okay. We came from this podcast called the Ohio Virtual Academy Music Appreciation Podcast. It's quite the title, and we did it for 2 years. It took a long time to get that name off of our tongues, right? To get it all out there.
Mm-hmm. I'll probably still slip and say it. We'll have to do a lot of editing these first several episodes.
You're probably right. But we are no longer that podcast. We are now called All Things Music. And there's a couple reasons for that. When we first started the Ohio Virtual Academy podcast, it was literally just a tool to be able to supplement our students. We wanted an opportunity for our students to be able to listen to the content that was in the class and to be able to just take that. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
We're already after Grace. But I was going to say, we should point out, we're both teachers.
That makes a lot more sense what we're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, we're both teachers, so we both teach music. And, as Jeremy was saying, when we started, we really were looking at our podcast as being kind of an extension activity or an enrichment activity for our students so that they could access the content in our classroom in a different way. And just interact with our class in a different way, especially for learners who do well with listening instead of other means. So that's how this started. But then, as Jeremy was saying,
we the second year. So that was all first year. Year one, if you go back to that podcast, which we'll link in this show, you'll hear the first year roughly follows our outline for the class. So if you want to know what we teach here at OHVA, you can just follow along for that first season. But when we came back, we figured out that we came back the second year. We just liked talking about music a lot, so we decided to keep going, and we decided to just whatever piqued our interests in music to talk about. So we covered crazy instruments. We covered a whole bunch of different genres of musics of different cities, composers, all kinds of stuff, really. We interviewed a few people, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's really fun.
Yeah, and so we like talking about music. We like trying to understand what music is. And so this third year, we decided, well, let's just do it as a thing, not tied to the school, something that is just, we just want to discuss the world of music. And we wanted to kind of broaden our audience away from students to anybody who likes talking about music or listening about music. So that's our goal and our intent and the reason we are breaking away. And we wanted a cooler name than the Ohio Virtual Academy Music Appreciation Podcast. We wanted to shorten that down to something better. So we got All Things long. Music.
Yeah, we really just have kind of evolved. And I think a lot of people can probably relate to that, we had a different vision when this podcast started. And, times have changed and we've used it for our students. And maybe you're a student of ours and that's cool. You can listen to this if you want. Our old stuff that's kind of quote unquote attached to our class is still there. But we really just wanted to dive into some different topics and do some of the normal stuff that we were starting to do toward the end of last season, but we really wanted to kind of expand on it. And so we just kind of came to the realization that we should just kind of, as much as we love our school, shout outs to our school, OHVA, we love you guys. But it was just time to evolve and kind of be a little bit different. So that's what's bringing this change about. So this is a change for both of us. We've, I've never been I was obviously a part of the podcast, but I've never done just its own podcast. Our former podcast was tied to the school and this is not. So this is a new adventure for me personally. And Jeremy, I think you can kind of relate to that too.
Yeah, it is fun. It is fun to believe in a hobby or to combine hobbies and just talk about what we're passionate about. And the one thing we always will end up talking about is what music means to the world. And it's not just a class that you take, and it's not just something that you turn on when you're bored or that something that's playing in the elevator. But music is like the way that Daphne and I see the world is musically. That covers everything from like how we interact with our friends to like how we understand other academic subjects. Everything kind of has been filtered through music in the sense that is what is at our core. So it's fun to be able to just lean into that and to embrace it. A little bit about ourselves, I suppose. Again, my name is Jeremy. I graduated from Bowling Green State University, go Falcons, with a degree in music education, specializing in vocal education and general music education. And I play a lot of guitar. That's like my main instrument now, if you will. But I grew up playing trumpet and stuff. And Daphne covers the other side of the world. She's not voice, but she is a wonderful percussionist.
Oh, well, thank you. I paid him to say that.
That's right.
Yeah. So I am Daphne, and I am a graduate of Kent State University with a degree in music education, focusing specifically in instrumental music education. As Jeremy alluded to, we both teach at the same school, and we do a lot of activities, that are different from our teaching. So between him and I, we really cover a lot of areas in music, with him having the general music vocal specialty and I having the instrumental. And we both have a lot of interest in things like the psychology of music, ethnomusicology, and diversity and inclusion in music. So even though we do have different backgrounds, we can come into this with this. Between us, we kind of have a view on everything. Now, whether it's right, wrong, is a different discussion. And I am sure you will all let us know on the upcoming socials and everything. But we mostly just like to have a couple minutes a week where we can sit and talk about music. And so that's going to be a lot of what happens here.
Yeah, I think so. And I hope that our goal, and you can help hold us accountable, is to do everything Daphne says, share this music and share what we love about it, but also make music accessible to literally everybody, because it's not just a class that you have to take, like I said earlier. It is, music is the culture and culture is the music, and they all interact. And hopefully it's not too nerdy. Well, I hope it is. I don't care about being a nerd. So
yeah, me too.
Yeah, we hope you come along for the ride with us, and we hope that you enjoy listening to our podcast, and we hope that you just enjoy the content that we put out. So subscribe. Get it ready. Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Daphne and I both are huge fans of the application. I sound like an old man, right? The application.
The application.
The iPhone app Overcast is our preferred. Yeah. So if you think we talk too
Overcast.
slow, then you can speed us up. So that's it. Subscribe. Make sure you're always rating us well. That helps get us up in the charts, because we want to be able to share music with everybody. And hopefully if you're on this journey with us, you want to be able to share that with everybody as well, and not hold this wonderful art form as a closely guarded secret. We want to be able to share it with the whole world.
Absolutely. I couldn't say it any better myself. I think that's the perfect place to end this introductory spot, because what you said is very true.
Perfect. All right. Well, hey, you can find me at Jeremy P. England on Twitter. You can find the show at anchor.fm/all things music podcast. And I think that's about it for now. What do you think?
I think so. So we'll see you all, hopefully, very soon with our first official episode under this title.
Perfect. See y'all later.
Bye.